crank doesn't work. What would Mark do? Order a new crank. Don't order a new window. You have a window like this and you have this problem. Keep spinning and your window doesn't close because your gear is stripped. So I found this company called Swissco. If you look them up, swissco.com, they can pretty much set you up for any kind of casement windows, mechanisms, or other windows. Ordered it, got it shipped here in 4 days. I just replaced one on another window, so I'll replace this one here. Took about 5 minutes. So that's your crank. There's a little set screw. Unscrew the set screw and you can pull your crank off depending what kind it is. These are usually little covers. You can just pop the covers off. And if it's broken like mine, either something in the gear, that's your gear there. Either something's broken on the gear or something's broken inside the mechanism. So when you order it, this is basically what you get. That's your mechanism. You need to pay attention. Does it open on the left swing or on the right swing? It either comes on this side or on that side. You need to know which side it's on. And there's 2 arms on each one of these. The main arm goes underneath the end of the window. The small arm connects to a little pin. So to get to this part, we got to take the trim part off because you can't get to the screws. So a couple ways you can do this one. Best way is just to open the window, give yourself room to work. Get a small little pry bar. Depending on your window, you can either pry it underneath just to get it started, but you don't want to break the trim. Or what I found works is go from the back side, a couple taps. You can see it starting to pop on this end. Don't go on this side of the window because the minute you start prying, you're going to start making some marks on your trim. Do everything from the back side. Of course, as I said that, I popped a piece from the inside. Piece number 1. So now you can get at your mechanism. So this mechanism lines up with this mechanism. The first little part is to pull this little piece back and pop it off the pin. Just a little pop with a screwdriver will get it out. Well, this lifts off the pin, you can get it out of the way. Then your second arm should have a slot somewhere in the middle where it can slide out. Now it's just a matter of taking the screws out. Keep the screws. The new piece doesn't come with the screws. And there you go. It's hard to tell. I don't know if I'll tell in the video. But all these gears up here, they're all stripped. They're all chewed away, so that's why it's not catching anymore. Now we'll get our shiny new piece back on. It just slides in here, fits like a glove, matches up with all the holes already pre-drilled. So now we'll slide the small piece onto the little pin. Push it down, then push the slider back. Just a little pop and it slides in. It'll line up the second piece. You might need to get it in first, then slide this piece where it needs to go. Now we'll just put the screws back in. Now before we put our pieces of trim back on, we'll test with our crank, make sure everything works. There we go, opens all the way. Closes all the way to the end. Haven't been able to do that in 5 years. Kids are gonna be happy. Gonna pop these nails back out. Line this back up. And don't take your hammer and smash on your trim because you're gonna make dents. Take a little tapping block. Don't put the nails in all the way. Give you a minute. And if you have a little nail set for finished nails, use this to finish off the last 1/4 inch of your nails. Now we'll pop our little cap back on. And put the crank back on. Well, the crank has a little set screw at the bottom that you can tighten if you want to lock your crank on your gear. There we go, works like a charm. Swissco. Go check them out, swissco.com, I think. And they have, you can send them a picture, an email, give you an idea of what you should be ordering to try to match your window. And this one I got it right the first time around, so good option for anybody who doesn't want to spend $1,000 per window trying to replace a window. Just replace your crank, then you're good. If you want to see any other repairs like this, click subscribe and watch What Would Mark Do.